You people make everything so difficult. Hi everyone, and welcome to another Dimension Bros video. Before we start, to just get it out of the way, I am in Olaf pajama pants, and I do not intend on changing. So yeah, anyway, so today's video was actually originally planned for Pop Month, I believe, but then we didn't end up doing it. So it was going to be what your favorite Poptropica island says about you. And originally it was just gonna be me making fun of people, like going up and being like, if you play skullduggery, you're a nerd, but like, which I still believe, but that's not what today's video is, because instead I decided to do a poll within the Poptropica community to just see what people's favorite islands were. I sent this poll out on Junior Pop Creators, Pop Club, the PHC, all great Poptropica Discord servers, and even the Dimension Bros server. So if you want to be part of a future Dimension Bros video, join the server. We do polls sometimes there just to get like audience feedback. But yeah, so my original plan, I assumed that when I got like what people had said, I'd see a lot of the same answers. Boy, was I wrong. Looking at the answers for people's favorite islands, there were 27 different answers. Not 27 participants, just 27 different islands chosen as your favorite island, which is a lot. But as I went through the list, I realized some people said the same islands, but then added extra words. Some people said more than one island. One person just straight up said the Bahamas, which is not a Poptropica island. But, so yeah, we got my clipboard here with all these color-coded notes. So yeah, let's go through, before we get into all the other questions, I just want to go over what the Poptropica fandom says the best islands are. So with one vote, we have Ghost Story, 24 Karat, Supervillain, Spy Island, Survival Island, Sharktooth, Superpower, Vampire's Curse, Poptropicon, Snagglemast, and Wild West. Yeah, those are all good islands. There were none of those that really, like, hurt me, other than maybe Snagglemast. I don't know why that'd be your favorite, but you know what? You enjoy what you enjoy. So, the ones with 2 votes are Arabian Nights, Counterfeit, Monster Carnival, Mythology, and Red Dragon. I did find Red Dragon interesting, because people, like, don't like sponsored islands. So it was interesting to see one on there, but it doesn't feel like a sponsored island. So yeah. Monster Carnival, of course. Mythology, of course. I wasn't really surprised by any of these either. I really wasn't surprised by this list. None only got 3 votes. So skipping straight to what got 4 votes, Astronites and Skullduggery. Both very good islands, obviously. Not surprised to see them almost at the top. But then what I did find interesting was the very top island was Cryptids. Like, it got 5 votes. It was the only one to get 5 votes. It was the very top. I did not fill this out, which is why Twisted Thicket wasn't on there. Theo did, which is why Cryptids has that extra point, I'm sure. So yeah, that's the Poptropica fandom's favorite island. So instead of going through each of these and saying what the poll results were, because like, say Poptropicon with only 1 vote, if I was like, so if you did Poptropicon, you're male and gay, like, that's only one person, that's only one example. So the original video idea doesn't really work, but I still want to go through the poll and just kind of talk about the Poptropica fandom as a whole and what we are. So yeah, not quite what we expected, because there were so many different choices. But yeah, I still think we're gonna have fun today. So let's go through the other questions we asked during the video. Okay, so yeah, I just want to go over all the responses. There's going to be lots of graphs appearing on screen, answers, so yeah, be ready. Speaking of, here was the mess of a graph from what people said their favorite islands was, but then here was my graph that I made after that's slightly more accurate. So yeah. So let's just run through the questions. I've got my computer here, which is why I'll be looking down. But yeah, let's just go through the questions and learn some stuff about the Poptropica fandom. Who's ready? Okay. So the first question was, when did you start playing Poptropica? Which, unsurprisingly, the majority was 2007 to 2009 with 14 people. Then, as you slowly get closer and closer to the present day, less and less people started playing then, which makes sense. Poptropica was at its heyday, is that the right word? I don't know. Was at its like prime in 2007 to 2009 and just slowly died off, which can be shown with this graph of when people started playing. The next one was, what other kinds of games do you play besides Poptropica? And once again, it was very broad, like lots of answers. On screen right now will be the answers. Some of my favorites were, let's see. Lots of Among Us, lots of Roblox, lots of Among Us, lots of Minecraft. Some people just said they don't play other video games, which was interesting to me. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm socially anxious, but I play video games often. So, yeah, it was definitely interesting to see how broad this was. I was expecting it to be more narrow. Still, lots of people said just other Flash games, like cool math games and stuff, which, you know, those are games too. People spent time working on them. But yeah, the next question was, is Poptropica your favorite video game? The choices were, yes, it's my favorite game, it's one of my favorite games, and is nowhere close to being my favorite game. And I would have said somewhere in the realm of, it's one of my favorite video games. It's definitely not my favorite. But, so 15 people, so about nearly 50%, said it's not one of my favorite video games, which is completely valid. It's a Flash game from 2007. I did not expect it to be every single person's favorite game, even if they're in the fandom. 11 people said it's nowhere close to being my favorite game, which is, I don't know, somewhere between that and yes, it's my favorite game is where I stand, because I have lots of nostalgia for it, like many of you. But then 6 people said it's my favorite game, and do you want to talk? Me or Theo, or tons of other people could suggest you much better games than Poptropica. I promise. There's significantly better games out there. The next question was, which aspect of Poptropica is most important to you? So the choices were the story, the puzzles, visual appeal, concept, the characters, or gameplay. So from top to bottom, we have 15 people said the story, which makes sense. Then 5 people said, Then 6 people said concept. 5 people said gameplay. 3 people said visual appeal. 2 people said the characters. And only 1 said the puzzles, which I find interesting. I'd probably say the story, just because, you know, I'm a nerd and make theories about these kind of things. But I expected more people to enjoy the puzzles, because isn't that kind of what Poptropica is like all about? The puzzles? I don't know. Here, let's cut. I'm curious what island the person who said the puzzles chose. So I'm gonna look at that. Let's cut to me telling you that. So the person who said the puzzles chose Astronites and Mythology as their favorites, which, I mean, I guess kind of makes sense. There are puzzles in both of those, but I feel like there are much more puzzle-heavy islands. Like, I don't really remember, but I feel like Mystery Train had a lot more puzzles. Man, I can't really think of puzzle-heavy islands. But yeah, I feel like those are not extraordinarily puzzle-heavy islands. I guess Astronites maybe, and Mythology has a couple. I don't know. I don't make the decisions, I just tell them. So yeah, after what is the most important aspect of Poptropica was what other hobbies do you have besides video gaming? Lots of drawing. So much drawing. I'm putting on screen right now and you'll see art, drawing. Someone just said cat, which like I don't have a cat, I have a dog. She's over there sleeping. Yes, art design, drawing. Yeah. Lots of, and then the people who aren't drawing were like other forms of art, like music, all kinds of fun stuff. Painting was another one. Yeah, so lots of creativity-based stuff, which does make sense based on Poptropica. I don't really know what I'm saying with that. I just feel like, you know, like Poptropica kind of supports that mindset a little bit of like creativity. So yeah, that's my theory on the subject. Again, you can make your own judgments. Oh, someone said supporting the Dimension Bros is one of their hobbies. Thank you. Okay. Next is more like just questions that aren't really connected, but we still thought would be interesting. So, gender, nearly 50%, 48.4%, so 15 people said they are a woman. 10 people, so 32.3% said man. 5 people, so 16.1% said non-binary. And 1 person, 3.2%, said confused. And that is perfectly acceptable if you don't know. I don't really know what to say here. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a more even split between man and woman, but I don't know. Yeah, that was interesting, I guess. So the next one was education. Exactly 50% of people finish middle school, which means they're probably in high school now. 11 people finished high school. 3 people have a bachelor's degree. 1 person has a master's degree. And 1 person is still in middle school. Which, you know, that's, I don't know, kind of weird to think about. I didn't realize there were still people in middle school playing, but you know, it's cool. It's cool to have you. If you're watching this, that's fine. That's fine. We support middle schoolers. As long as you're over 13, because we only sent this on Discord, so you should have only seen this if you were over 13. Do people that are over 13, like under 13, even go to middle school? What is what age do you go to middle school? Put that on screen, editing Isaac. What age do you go to middle school? I should know this. Okay, next one, birth month. I don't know, nothing too interesting to see here. September, October, and November are the most popular, which is unsurprising. That's typically when people are born, like that time. April and January are the other ones that stand out. 1 other person was born in February, so whoever you are, you have a good birthday. I was born in February. Okay, the next one is how tall are you? Once again, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense why we asked this. I don't really know why we asked half these questions, but it's fine, here we are. How tall are you? 17 people, so more than 50% said average, which makes sense. 6 people said tall, and 9 people said short. So there's more tall people than short people in the Poptropica fandom. And this is the kind of information you're gonna walk away from this video knowing. And I have no idea how you're gonna use this information, but there you go. The next one is, are you straight? Which 50% of people said no, which isn't that surprising. I can't think of anyone that, like, I know in the Poptropica fandom who, like, I know for a fact is straight, other than me. That's weird. Oh, I'm sure someone's gonna get mad at me for saying that. In fact, I probably shouldn't leave this in the video, but that's fine. Yeah. 11 people are straight. So there are 11 people who I just apparently have not talked to enough. Or, you know, they just didn't tell me. And then 4 people are confused. Once again, perfectly acceptable if you don't know. Yeah. The next question is, are you cisgender? Which, cis means you aren't trans. 17 people said yes. 8 people said no. And 5 people said confused. There you have it. This video is very odd because I don't know what to do with much of this information. Okay, anyway, that was a very deep sigh. Are you over 18? This one is interesting, but we also probably could have figured this out via the schooling. But 15 people are under 18, 16 people are over 18. I guess within that 15 people who said no could be people who are 18. Was I saying 15? I meant 18 if I said 15. Again, unsurprising that most of us are over 18. I don't know why I said most of us, like I'm in that category. I am not over 18, I am under 18. But, there you go. And then the last one are you neurodiversion? I really hope I pronounced that right. I am so sorry if I did not. I don't really feel like I'm knowledgeable enough to define what this means, so I'm gonna put a definition on screen. Because I don't want to define it wrong. So, 18 people said no, they are not. And 11 people said yes, they are. So yeah, there you have it. That was a weird video. I have no idea what you're gonna do with any of the knowledge I just gave you. But there it was. The knowledge has been given. Okay, so to thank people for watching, or for participating in the poll, I let them say whatever I want, and I have to read them all off. So, yeah, that's what this end part is gonna be. There's a lot here. Okay. The first one, Hekna, which is a D&D campaign, I believe, that one of my friends likes. Probably him. Ringmaster Raven deserve better. Hi, I'm William. You may know me as Kakal with my old blog in the community, and I just sort of returned to find out how much my childhood game has updated, and looks like it's getting more and more active. Not to mention that a lot of people seem to be enjoying it with all the updates rolling around. There is even a club for the game in a university. 2000s kids nostalgia vibes getting everywhere. Yeah, I can't say much about these because I'm pressed for time and there's a lot. I guess that's all I have to say. Looking forward, YouTube. Oh, that was the same person. Sorry. I like Pop more for its potential and where it could go with its stories rather than the actual game. Don't get me wrong, I love the game itself. I just feel there's far more that could be done, could be used and expanded on in the future that could truly make it great. I am so sorry, I struggled through that one. Poptropica is right now. Pop creators, please listen to our complaints about the Mythology Island remaster so that we will continue to play and love this game. I love Pop. A lot. It was so important to me in my childhood, and honestly, the whole fandom really keeps me going sometimes. I've been on and off for the fandom for like a year now, and everyone is such an epic artist and very kind, for the most part. And H-fanart epic. Mjoi Pog. Sorry. It really pains me to see this lovely game slowly die off and sort out. So I just froze there. It really pains me to see this lovely game slowly die off and sort of sell out, because I can tell through the stuff they sell in the shop, the new Myth Island port, and just the current state of pop in general, that they've really lost their way. They are trying to appeal to little kids, and the fact is, little kids aren't that into pop anymore. I want to hope that they'll get better, but who knows? We also let people just plug their social medias if they wanted to, so follow me on Insta at Rainbow Light Cheese. I post literally nothing. While you're at it, follow Dimension Bros on Instagram as well. B-Vex Hair for Life. That is a weird ship. I thought the fandom decided they were like cousins or something. I really hope that this person doesn't believe both those things. Raven deserved better. Both a better ending and a better island in general. 2 people have commented on Ringmaster Raven deserving better. That's really funny to me. Not Poptropica, but for the tall question, so I'm guessing the question related to height, that depends on where you are. I'm tall in some places and average in others. Regarding Poptropica, let's stay hopeful. The creators have been listening and posting a lot more lately. And so has the fandom, whether it's Dimension Bros, the Poptropica Help blog, Instagram, etc. The next one, carrots are very bad. I suck at gameplay, but I really love creative storytelling and puzzles, which is why Poptropica is my favorite game, or was, since they pretty much dropped everything I like about it. Still hoping. The next one is, I'm Naveen. I'm guessing that was Naveen. Then we have, Nokia and Sprocket are Poptropica's mascots. Babies? And I will fight that. Is the Nokia like the creepy thing from Twisted Thicket? Hold on. Yeah, the Nokia is the creepy thing from Twisted Thicket. Like this official Poptropica book talks about it wanting to drown people and shape-shifting to trick people into drowning. Like, I get Sprocket. Sprocket's cute. Like, that's fine, but the Nokia? That's weird. Next one. I've loved Poptropica since I was a kid. Yeah. Next one I'm gonna assume was Theo. If not, this is very nice of you. Subscribe to Dimension Bros. Do it. Subscribe. Next one. I wish I could play more. Then we got, oh boy, this is a paragraph. Wish me luck. I believe in Poptropica. It has been ultimately more successful than any interactive recreational website known to man, and it's actually surviving Flash. I don't know about that, but okay. That's saying a lot. Most Flash games are out there are just going to disappear next year. Mythology has changed under the request of some players, but that's proof that Poptropica is listening to us. We may not like it, but change can be good. Perhaps we have gotten tired of the way it was before, and it will be better this way. I know I have. It's not like all the islands are going to change like that. Hacks Poptropica has been huge progress so far. Quippy is there, the new friends page is there, and best of all of our accounts will be converted. Our worries of losing the accounts to Flash are over. Poptropica has come so far, and I just want to say thanks you to any and all creators who may be watching this video. To show my support to the creators and fans of Poptropica, I encourage you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel named Invisible Ring. I have Poptropica videos on there that I think you will enjoy, and I plan to make more of them in the future. I believe Poptropica will get through this, and it will be better than ever before. And until then, I offer my support and gratitude. Thank you, Poptropica. Okay, okay, that's that. I'm not here to say things about what the people wanted me to say. Go follow me on Tumblr, The Untold Tales of Poptropica. Okay. This person just said RIP in all caps. Perfectly valid. Oh, is this one multiple paragraphs? Oh, it is. Okay, here we go. This is from The Orange She. Okay, I'm willing to read The Orange She's stuff. She's cool. As much as people want Poptropica to hurry and port the old classic islands, I just want them to take their time and make a masterpiece rather than quickly finishing an island with a crappy output. Creating masterpieces takes so much time. Looking back at the old Pop blog post, I can see that crafting one island takes so much time. From brainstorming the island concept, developing the story, crafting the art, and polishing the animation. Poptropica was such an awesome game, mostly because of the care and effort the team placed onto it. I remember Jeff Kinney saying he wanted to make a game to tell stories so that kids can learn something while also having fun. I just hope that the current Poptropica will live up to the legacy that Kinney has established and do what it does best, to tell a story while giving its players the satisfaction of being part of that story. The recent islands are fairly disappointing, to be honest, and I can't deny that a lot of things have changed. Poptropica is not what it used to be, and I think that if the game goes on, it will be the death of this game. Dear Poptropica creators, we are still here ready to support the game. Just please hear our pleas, because the game would not exist without the creators, and best of all without its players. Also, mythology was one hell of a glitch. It was very frustrating to keep on reloading constantly. And why the hell was it rated 3 skulls difficulty? Where in that island is difficult? Side note, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Search the orange he, no space. And then like the XD, like... Please don't screenshot that. The next person just said Isaac is the better dimension bro. Nobody said Leo was the better dimension bro, which I think that's pretty telling. The next person said, I like the mystery map books, I guess. Dumbledore dies at the end of book 4, and then just ends. Yeah, I also enjoyed the mystery of the map books. I'm sorry for the spoiler there. Poptropica Worlds wasn't that bad. Y'all know who I am if this is being said. Next is, Ghost Story and Astronites are the very best islands. Twisted Thicket is most important, but Red Dragon is my favorite because it's the most fun to play. That was wild. Ghost Story and Astronites are the very best island. I agree with Astronites. I don't know about Ghost Story. Next, Twisted Thicket is the most important. I love Twisted Thicket, but I'd also love to know what makes you think it's the most important island, because it's not that good of an island. And then the last one is, but Red Dragon is my favorite because it's most fun to play. That's just an opinion. And then the last one, to properly wrap up this video, is hello people, goodbye people.